Hey everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. It's time for the 2025 Art Fight Recap. What's that? You don't know what Art Fight is? Girl, walk with me. So from July 1st to August 1st, it's a challenge to fight other artists by drawing their characters. It's a fun way to meet new artists and just to have new inspiration to draw. For the first few days of July, I was visiting my best friend for the holiday, so I couldn't draw. Then the gods decided to punish me for leaving my hobbit hole by making me sick. So by the time I even got well enough to draw, I was 11 days behind everyone else and was 2 attacks behind. My first 2 attacks were my first victims, of course. So first was at Greenstring Bean, a mutual of mine, who drew my character Anne, which I adored. She was even wearing an outfit I drew her in a previous artwork, and I loved that detail so much. So to return the favor, I drew their Sona Bean. I loved playing with the greens and the grunge aesthetic of their Sona. Making the outfit and adding the iconic beanie was really fun. I kind of just vibed with the background and then realized I loved the name tag with their name, and it became a common occurrence after that. So thank you very much for drawing Anne Bean. Next was at Wizard Wren, who made my characters Aster, Nova, and Stella as clay charms. I was blown away seeing this for the first time. It was so freaking cute, and they even sent it to me in the mail for me to have. I cherish them so much, and it made my year when I received them. So I returned the favor by drawing their character V. It was fun to play around with their character, especially their outfits. She's a little hellion, so I wanted to embody that via her clothes. I also loved talking to Wren about V. Her story is so personal and inspiring, and I just loved hearing about it. This is my thank you for making those beautiful charms. Thank you, Wren! Then I figured out who I wanted to attack after, but I couldn't pick the order. So I put up polls on my Instagram so my followers could pick for me. So my next attack went to @BugbearPip, and I decided to draw their character, Chantrelle. I loved the whimsy of their characters and their story. Chantrelle is a princess locked up in a tower because of her dark secret, turning into a golden dragon. I loved her dress and her hennin, aka her hat, and I thoroughly enjoyed channeling all of my whimsy into drawing her. I loved their story, especially because it's sapphic. Then I moved on to @Kippacarp, another mutual of mine, and I chose their character, Ennui. So first off, the aesthetic of Ennui, amazing. My only weakness? Alternative women. The goth trans vampire that's also the bassist for the band Party Animals. I loved all the outfits and just the overall charisma of this character, but like always, I make my own outfits because that's what gives me joy. Also, a cute femme pose to embody her. Just her as a whole. Alternative women. Now on to my next victim. Moshki, another mutual of mine. I've drawn a character of theirs before, but I was determined to get them good. So I decided to draw their character Willow. I loved her hair. Her hair quite literally being willow branches is so fun. It reminds me of nymphs from Greek mythology. I also don't draw non-human characters very often, so it was really fun to play with her animal features and anatomy. And with 48 hours left to spare, I finished my final attack for Xiaoshi and their character Seely. I love the character browsing feature on ArtFight because that's how I saw Seely. And I was obsessed with the maximalist fashion and the design of the warm-watered fishy. But I will say, drawing lots of clothes is my weakness. It's the bane of my existence. I don't like doing it, but I was determined. Of course, seeing this new artist turned me into a detective, and I basically stalked their art. And they do a really awesome job, and their character designs are really fun. And that was my art fight this year. This was my most active art fight, and hopefully next year I get to participate even more. So thank you to all who attacked me. I appreciate you so much. I loved seeing your creativity when it came to my characters. I'm just sorry I couldn't attack everybody back. And of course, the final scores are out, and drumroll please. Team Crystals is the winner this year. Congratulations, everyone. I wanted to do this year, but I didn't really put it out till last minute. But if you or any fellow artists don't get attacked, please let me know. I want to attack artists that might feel left out, so it feels more fun to make other artists' day and just spread more love. And that was my Art Fight 2025 recap. I hope all of you had a really fun art fight this year. I'll see you later. Bye!